Detroit, Michigan. Motown is the setting for the Nuggets. There's a look at Nikola Jokic. He means business all the time and leads his team. They get ready for action at Little Caesars Arena. Nuggets, Pistons, and we'll be right back for the tip-off. Hi, thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. It's a Monday afternoon broadcast of the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. They've got Nikola Jokic. Payton is out there with Murray. Then it's Martin, and it's Gordon in at the 3 spot. And for the Pistons, we've got Cunningham. Wallace is out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Richard Hamilton, and it's Phillips in at the point. Coach Van Gundy, with these two bigs, I know this is a matchup you in particular are very excited about.
Yeah, Kevin, this really feels like a throwback matchup to me. With this style of game, running it through the centers, I feel like I should be on the sideline yelling at these guys.
And stolen by Murray. Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Cunningham against Payton. From 13, here's Martin. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Cunningham. Now Drummond. The kick out to Phillips. This one for 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Just the first good move in a game of chess between these two coaches.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
And it's Gordon missing.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Here's Hamilton driving inside.
And so cunning on the drive. Hamilton sees an opening and just slashes in there.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Outside, Payton. Pass to Martin. Back to Payton. On the wing, Murray. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Jokic throws it down.
Staying active. Jokic is one of the best offensive rebounders in the game.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
I briefly spoke with J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach joked that if he focused on a single aspect of stopping Nikola Jokic, he would probably just beat them a different way. Instead, he showed the team 5 video clips, each with a specific failure of guarding Jokic. He's asked his players to prevent those mistakes from happening. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you once again, Allie. Here's Wallace. Nails the baby hook.
And as one of the strongest guys in the league, that's where Wallace wants to operate, down in the paint.
A premier offense for the Nuggets, but defensively, Stan, there has been some slippage.
Well, they've had to make some tough financial decisions, letting some of their defensive-minded veterans depart in free agency over the years. They got to wonder who will step up, but it often takes young players a little longer at the defensive end.
No one near Payton as he lets it go. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And Drummond kicks to Cunningham. Back to Drummond. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham.
Well, he knew the contact was coming. Drummond took it anyway and finished.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Nuggets. And the Pistons combining veteran shooting stand with their young core. And it's been a winning recipe.
Yeah, they've given Cade Cunningham room to operate, along with Jalen Duren and Asar Thompson. So much athleticism to attack that newfound space.
Pass to Jokic. Back to Payton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Bumping, battling down low. Gary Payton is more than comfortable in those situations.
You look at the Pistons, Stan, statistically pretty solid across the board.
Yeah, they're well balanced. They have guys with size, athleticism, skill. You got to give a lot of credit to the front office and these players for their hard work.
Jokic trying to free himself up.
And this is why Wallace is an elite-level defender. Has a great sense of timing for when to rise up and contest shots.
And the jam by Wallace.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Murray against Drummond. Jokic. And another shot. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Jokic has got his second bucket of the game to go. Cunningham passes to Drummond. Jokic with the steal. To the paint. Here's Martin, and it's sent back by Wallace. Always going up to the alley-oop here.
And Cunningham's size and his position allows him to see over defenders and find his teammates.
And so Payton will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. They trail by 7. Pass to Jokic. Now Murray. Hamilton with some nice D.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success. Yeah, trying to get separation from the defense right there. Just couldn't get it to go.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Here's Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
Once Drummond gets the ball there, you can kiss it goodbye.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. And we saw last season the Nuggets, GA, in the final week of the regular season, making a coaching change and a shift in their front office.
A pretty rare situation. Seemed like there'd been a power struggle, and rather than choosing sides, the decision was to just make a fresh start.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Watson, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. And Christian Brown subbed in for Jamal Murray. And finished off by Martin.
And this is Martin at his best, getting that deep position and putting on the hard hat there and attacking the rim.
Cunningham for 3. Buries it from three-point range.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
And Jokic slams it in.
Well, it's not what he's known for, but Jokic can throw it down when the chance presents itself.
Three-pointer, and he's good on the 3 ball. Jokic has got 9.
Well, we see this more and more. Big guys who can really shoot it from deep.
No good from Hamilton. The Nuggets trail by 5. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync, good luck trying to stop him now.
Brown finds Martin. Rebound, Detroit. Wallace has got his 5th rebound in this one. In the corner, it's Hamilton. Pass to Brown. Rebound by the Pistons.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And that's what you have to do. Protect the house.
To the inside. Here's Payton. Phillips with the block. And that'll be Denver as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets retain possession. We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Here's Martin. And he'll get another chance. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Basketball.
15 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Phillips with the bucket.
Such a savvy player. Phillips senses his opportunity there and just takes it.
Payton looking it over. And that's good for 2.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. Pistons ahead, up by 5. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return.
17.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Detroit.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. Inside for him, it's Gordon and Jokic. Murray out there with Gary Payton, and it's Watson in at the small forward. Murray with it. There's the three. Watson's shot is off. Lets it go from deep. Kept alive. Phillips kicks to Hamilton. Good on the three-point shot. Hamilton's got the lead up to 10 now for the Pistons.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks. The Pistons are growing. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said, I appreciate the work that the guys have put in, and I'm proud of what they're becoming. But we have more work to do. We're still taking steps. Our guys have improved. The team has improved. But we're not finished yet. Back to you.
On the rise. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Murray, and it's sent back by Wallace. Phillips passes to Wallace. Pistons passing it around. Here's Cunningham. And the jam by Wallace.
Super work on the boards. They really want to put their foot down on him now.
Yeah, and once you've got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of hope.
The Nuggets trail by 12. Payton dishes to Murray. Pass to Watson. Now, Jokic. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Look at Jokic gutting it out against the defense. Really earning that and one chance.
Stan, you know, you think about the release point on Jokic's outside shot. It is tough to get to.
Yeah, Kevin, it certainly is. And the problem is if you start to come out of your stance to try to get to that shot, Jokic will just pull the ball down and beat you on the drive.
Gordon kicks to Murray. Over Hamilton. And he overshot that one, missing. Pistons leading by 11. Wallace left side. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Payton. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Murray for three. Rebound by Wallace. Wallace has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Phillips. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. And it's 9 points for Chauncey Billups.
Continuously working in close. Billups earning that bucket.
Hamilton against Murray. On the wing, Murray. Down low. That one's good, and the Piston lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Jokic. Hamilton kicks to Billups. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Gary Payton.
And what you love about Billups is that this guy's a winner. A guy his teammates and coaches trust to make the right decision.
And, Coach, one thing that David Adelman stressed was getting this Nuggets team in much better shape.
Yeah, it seems like they wore down in the playoffs last season. So improved conditioning and more depth potentially could help them hold up better down the stretch.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Hamilton just constantly working his tail off. Excels shooting it from mid-range. Just always on the move, constantly working off screen.
The first free throw is good. And communication is so crucial to winning basketball. Coach, teams that can get on the same page quickly, they clearly have an edge, right?
Oh, absolutely. I don't know that there's anything other than effort, maybe, that is more important to good defense than communication. The only way teams can be on the same page on how you want to cover certain situations is with great talk. It's got to be early, it's got to be loud, and it's got to be repeated. Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking. Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. No good from Hamilton.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
Well, it's not easy to time that up. Just not quite in sync yet.
Yep, it goes. And the Piston lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Watson. Detroit's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Phillips passes to Drummond. Here's Wallace, and it's blocked by Gordon.
Yeah, Gordon has top-notch defensive instincts and very active hands.
The Nuggets trail by 10. Bob pass to Gordon. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Hamilton with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. And there's Drummond. That's good on the assist by Cunningham. Drummond's got 6.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low. Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
Well, he's such a competitor at that end of the floor. Never takes a possession off.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now, here's Watson, covered by Cunningham. Jokic fighting through contact.
Jokic's performance has been off the charts tonight. He is having a huge impact on this game.
Hey, haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
On the wing, Payton. He's guarded by Billups. That one's in there. The Detroit lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Payton.
Sometimes you have to ignore the analytics. There is value in the mid-range if that's who's shooting it.
Here's Drummond, and it's sent back by Jokic.
Great timing by Jokic. Allows him to block that shot.
Payton outside. And that one hits back iron.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
Here's Cunningham, and Detroit again with the bucket.
Yeah, they need Cunningham to be effective from that mid-range area.
Payton kicks to Gordon. A three-pointer off the mark.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Murray against Hamilton. Murray scanning the floor. Steps back and fires. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond.
Denver substitution. Kenyon Mark, Tim Hardaway Jr.
Payton from outside. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. A dominating first half of basketball. And so far, it hasn't been close. Pistons ahead. Ending the second quarter on a 12-4 run.
Fans, give a big round of applause for your Pistons.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what a show being put on here for the home fans. It was a closely contested first quarter for Detroit. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. Now they've got a halftime lead that's going to be very difficult to erase. Kenny, what's your take on Detroit so far?
Their control of the boards is a big reason for this lead. Seems like it might have been their game plan coming in. Send multiple guys to the rim when the shot goes up.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
They've been struggling to get shots in general, but now...
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Yeah, look, even when you put a body on him, he finds ways to extend possessions.
Cunningham is out there with Wallace. Then there's Chauncey Billups. Then there's Andre Drummond. That's Hamilton in at the shooting guard position. And that's the group for JB Bickerstaff as we begin the second half. Pass to Martin. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Unloads from 9. And that one is off. Nice defense from Wallace. Inside, Drummond. Nifty move. And Drummond throws it down.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. This is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Drummond working against Jokic. Payton from outside. Rebound Andre Drummond. Drummond's got 6 rebounds now in the game. You know, Stan, when you talk about the skill set Cade Cunningham possesses, what impresses you most?
I think a couple of things, Kevin. Number one, his poise is outstanding. This guy never gets bothered by anything that happens in a game, by any type of adversity. He's just going to come back with the same mindset on the next play. And also, his shooting has improved so much that you've now got to defend him honestly on the perimeter, and that sets up the rest of his game.
On the wing, Payton. He's guarded by Billups. And that one's good. Jokic.
Well, what really makes Jokic special inside isn't just his size, but his gracefulness.
Billups from outside. They get the rebound. And it's Drummond with the jam.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush. Perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
Denver calls timeout.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
Yeah, it's basically a layup line. You're not going to win many games if you can't offer more resistance than that.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Jokic kicks to Payton. Martin against Wallace. Lays it in off the pretty alley-oop.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Here's Hamilton. That 3 off the mark. The Nuggets trail by 18. Murray outside. Pass to Gordon. Outside for Martin. Clock at 4. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Cunningham finds Wallace. And it's Wallace with the jam.
And that's rocking the rim. Give him 2 points and tack on some for style.
Oh, he deserves them. He deserves all the points he can get there. Sensational. Here's Jokic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Andre Drummond picks one up.
Well, you have to throw so much weight at Jokic on defense that eventually he'll just step into it and draw a foul.
Greg, we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it, at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect. And inside, Martin outplays his size by just amping up the intensity. He'll do what it takes to get that shot off.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Kevin. Nikola Jokic is a family man through and through. He said, quote, "Basketball is not the main thing in my life and probably never will be. And to be honest, I like it because I have something more at home, something that's more important than basketball." Guys?
Some good perspective. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. To the middle, here's Martin. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. And the Nuggets with some changes. Christian Brown's checked in for Aaron Gordon. And it's Johnson in for Jamal Murray. Johnson kicks to Martin. Pass to Brown. Unable to get that one. Good D by Drummond. Detroit leading by 14. Cunningham right side. Over Brown. Again the miss by the Pistons. Beyond the arc. And it's Hamilton that time on the assist by Drummond. Hamilton's got 12 points in the game.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
Here's Jokic. Good work there as it goes.
Well, the handles of Jokic are ridiculous for a man of his size.
Out to Wallace. Here's Drummond. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for Detroit.
Well, look, you have to be able to count on energy and effort every night, and they're showing a lot of it with their transition buckets.
And also, they continue to take advantage on the offensive glass. Those extra possessions paying off in second chance points.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of it.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better.
Martin, the pass to Brown. Johnson outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Johnson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Hamilton outside. The 3. It's hauled in by Jokic.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Shot from 12. And it comes off the front of the rim. Pistons leading by 12. In the corner, it's Hamilton. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
Payton drives in and blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Payton against Billups. A step-back shot here. Rebound by the Pistons. Wallace has got his 16th rebound on the night. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And it's sent back by Wallace. Here's Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
Big man on the move. Drummond running the floor, getting rewarded there with the hoop.
Outside, Payton from deep. Rebound by Wallace. Wallace has got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. And so it's Cade Cunningham making things happen for Detroit. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. And we'll be back with you shortly. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Well, that is what coaches want from their point guards. Set others up, play the game the right way.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with. They've got Martin, Murray out there with Hardaway. Then there's Christian Brown. And it's Gordon in at the 5, roaming the paint. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Right side, Martin. Detroit with the rebound. It's Cunningham with the drive. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
Nasty dunk there by Cunningham. This is why he went first overall. Cade's got length, skill, and athleticism.
Down low, Martin. Rebound Andre Drummond.
And fought hard to make his way to the rim, but give the D credit, did just enough to force him to clank that one.
Brown against Cunningham. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And Wallace, just an unreal defender. An undersized center who blocks shots and pounds the glass like a madman.
Peyton Watson, he's checked in for Christian Brown. That one misses. Denver shooting a meager 37% for the game. Pass to Martin. Over Wallace. And it's Martin again missing.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
To the paint, here's Wallace. The shot's good.
A great finish off contact. Wallace flexing on these guys.
Nuggets have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Murray, the pass to Martin. Knocked away. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and it's good on the way in.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
Drummond, fouled in the act of shooting, gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Yeah, I love the aggressiveness from Drummond. Fighting for his shot while taking the foul.
Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Denver. On the wing, Murray. He's guarded by Billups. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. And the Nuggets making a change here. Najee's checked in. Just 5 on the clock. Murray, no good. For Detroit, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Hamilton with it. Watson's there. And Wallace slams it in.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
Najee, no good.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Here's Hamilton, and yes, a nice assist from Billups. Billups has got assist number 8 here in this one already. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Valanciunas, and it's sent back by Drummond.
Not letting that one fly. Drummond using his height and wingspan to deny the shooter.
Here's Cunningham, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Tim Hardaway picks one up.
13-5.
That's good from Cunningham. And so Cunningham nails both of them.
Well, it's his heart and leadership that set Cunningham apart. He's never given you less than 100%, and he's always playing to win.
Here's Murray up on top. He's guarded by Billups. And it's sent back by Drummond. Cunningham dishes it to Wallace. Hardaway with the steal. And Watson has it in the corner. Drills the three-pointer.
The vision of Hardaway Jr. He scanned the floor and found his teammate.
To the inside, Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Astonagi. And here is Murray. He's guarded by Billups. Here's Watson, the three. And Billups pulls it down. Billups has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Cunningham gets it to go on the assist by Billups. Cunningham's got 14 points now in the second half. And Murray's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. Pass to Watson. Murray outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And with a defender in his face, Murray is fearless.
Lobbed up there for Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
Well, it seems like he's making everything. Nothing makes a coach happier than seeing your offense click.
Murray against Billups. Here's Najee. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Ben Wallace.
And he makes the first. Cameron Johnson's checked in for the Nuggets. Christian Brown comes in for Jamal Murray. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And he knocks down the first one. Aaron Gordon is checking in for Najee. Hamilton hits both of them. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Hardaway finds Johnson. Here's Brown. Here's Gordon. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Andre Drummond picks one up.
Well, Gordon's a guy who will force you to get up in his space and commit a foul.
He hits the second from the line. Detroit's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Hamilton.
Denver foul. Aaron Gordon. 3rd personal foul.
Free throw good, Drummond.
I think of Andre Drummond as a big man's big man. He's a steadfast presence in the paint who really focuses on owning the backboard and attacking the rim.
Johnson kicks to Watson.
2 minutes remaining.
Billups against Hardaway. Over Billups.
2 minutes.
No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Timeout called, the Pistons. They're ahead by 34. 1:53 left in the game. And one of our featured players tonight earns our player of the game, Ben Wallace.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets.
Well, the physicality of the NBA takes some getting used to, but Cunningham is able to make those tough finishes.
Johnson, the pass to Hardaway. To the middle. He blocks it again. And that's 9 blocks.
You know he's going to be coming hard for that 10th, too.
.131 left in the 4th. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line. Andre Drummond picks one up.
Well, Gordon isn't afraid of getting physical. Nice job getting the whistle in the process, too.
The Pistons shooting the lights out in this building, 68% from the field. And that one's good by Billups.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Pistons.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Wallace.
Well, the defense he played is what jumps out to me. Did a fantastic job to bother shooters, and he's got the blocks to show for it.
Brown against Cunningham. Releases. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. To the paint. Phillips kicks to Cunningham. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Pass to Drummond. Shoots from 14. He shoots again. That shot missing. Johnson with the defensive effort. Out to the right wing. Brown wide open. And again, Denver no good. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. So long.